I'll get to you in a minute. This young woman was a tenant of yours, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And she claims in her papers that you put a device in her house, a bugging device.
Right.
And you admit that you put a bugging device in her house. She's suing you for breach of privacy. Now, you say that you had every right to do that, and I'm going to let you explain why, sir.
Yes, ma'am. My privacy of my home and myself was invaded by her. Also, men were coming over, breaking in through the window, noise around the house, and all this occurs around 80% after the bars close at 2 o'clock in the morning. I had she had 3 cops over there knocking at my door.
Why did you put a bugging device in her house, sir?
Because I had suspicion of people walking around the house. And I did see them. They walk into my living room. I see them.
She's not complaining that the bugging device, sir, was in your living room, but that you put it where she lived.
I can't hear back there. If I think I could hear something in the side of the house, I want to know. Because it's my house, because I heard people around there before.
How did you come to rent this part of the house from him?
I'd known him previously, and the tenant that lived there before, and she had moved out, and he made me aware that it was available. And
how did you know him?
Originally, back 2-3 years ago, in the paper, I was looking for a room to rent in the area, and I never did get the room to rent from him. And when this apartment came available, he...
In the 2 or 3 years, had you seen him?
Oh, yeah.
Do you go to the same bars? Do you go to the same hangouts? Do you stay in the same...
No, we had been friends, though.
You had been friends?
Right.
After you came to look at this room that you didn't rent?
Well, no, I never got the opportunity to rent it. I was living with a boyfriend. Then I came back to Mr. Sakwala's residence, and he, as a friend, he allowed me to stay there in the living room until the apartment in the back became available, and then I moved in the back apartment.
Now, what's all this about people coming in and out of your apartment?
I was in a 7-month relationship. It wasn't different men, nothing of that sort.
But it was a problem relationship.
It was, and...
Police came to your house?
Yes, because he was at my window, and he also attacked me in the front yard. They were on Mr. Sakwala's residence at his property twice.
So he got nervous about that. How old are you, sir?
I'm 77. I lived there 42 years. I didn't call the cops but one time. She had the cops over there 3 times.
Yeah, she says she did. She didn't have a nice boyfriend.
He got in jail.
I don't know what he's talking about. The point is, you know what, that's a self-contained apartment in the back, and he locked both doors so that I no longer had my private entry around the side of the house. The previous tenant did have a private entry. Now he decides that he's going to lock those 2 because I can't have my boyfriend over or my friends.
Miss Garland.
He's making me walk through the main house, and he puts up trespassing signs.
Miss Garland, listen to me. I'm not excusing, and I know that he's excitable. I'm not excusing his bugging your apartment, but you have to admit that based upon what you told me, he was very nice to you. He let you come stay in his house. Shh, listen, he was very nice. He let you come stay in his house, wait until the apartment became available, right? And you don't think that you would have had any problem with him if you didn't have all this problem with your boyfriend?
I disagree. I think he's a very perverted individual.
What makes you think he's perverted?
I know his ladies that come over on a regular basis. He has a library video of adults in his room. He's got makeshift toys that I've never seen before. I can't tell you what I found when I went into that room.
An audio unit, but a video unit
I have
as well?
it here. He repaired the black wire, and then I went in the next morning, cut the red wire. It's not until he repaired the unit to listen that I confiscated it. And when I gave him pictures that I took, he clipped the wire from the garage coming through my bedroom wall, so I was able to pull out this big monitor. It was very devastating to hear
What
my
I'm asking
TV
you
going
is-
on and everything in my place.
What I'm asking you is was this a video unit as well as an audio unit, just
No,
an
ma'am.
audio unit?
Just audio.
Tell her that you were bugging her unit?
What?
Did
No.
you tell her
No.
that you were bugging her unit?
No.
Well, you can't do this, sir.
I know that.
Well, you can't do it. That's an invasion of her privacy.
He took the time to drill a hole through a garage wall to meet up into my bedroom wall above my... And everybody else that's rented prior to him, I believe that.
Oy, oy, oy. Sir, I don't think you ought to rent apartments anymore, sir. You can't do that. It's against the law, sir. Listen to me. Are you on Social Security?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Is that the way you support yourself, or do you have other sources of income?
That's the only thing.
Okay, is that enough to keep your house and to keep you...
Not necessarily. Just, I would say, a break even.
You break even?
Yeah.
With your Social Security?
Yeah.
I think, sir, at your age, if you can avoid renting this house that you have behind you, you should avoid it. Do you understand? Because this kind of activity you cannot be involved with. You cannot rent a house to someone and then, no, sir, I know you're raising your hand and you're going to tell me that there were people that shouldn't have been there. You cannot invade someone's privacy by putting listening devices into their home. Period. End of discussion.
May I add something?
Just a second. No, add nothing. Do you owe him any rent?
No, I don't.
What day of the month did you leave?
I haven't left yet. I'm planning to move in March.
So you haven't left?
Right.
Did you pay him February's rent?
No, I haven't paid him since November.
Why?
Because I got the police station and I talked to an attorney. And
Just a second.
He doesn't have a renter's permit. I called Housing Authority, and when they let me know, he had assured me when I moved in there after the last tenant problem that he had with also, that he had gotten obtained a renter's permit from Building and Safety to rent the apartment, and come to find out he has not
Ms.
done that.
Garland, you didn't pay him rent since November.
Right.
Is that correct?
Right.
How much was the rent?
It's $65 a week.
Do the 65 times 4.3, will you please, Bird?
May I add also, he's been going through my trash. I found this
Then
in his
move,
room.
madam. You don't stay there and complain. It always irritated me when people stood up there and said, I can't stand my landlord. He does this, he does that, he does that, and he stays there, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to live there, and I'm not going to pay.
Right.
That's outrageous.
Right.
$3,967.
Now, sir, she's suing you for $5,000 for an invasion of her privacy.
Right.
And she's entitled to that money because what you did was outrageous. However, her conduct, to me, is also not with clean hands, because she comes to court having not paid you rent, but lived there without the listening devices since November, and you haven't seen any money from your property. So I am deducting the rent that she was supposed to have paid you from her requested judgment, and I am awarding you, madam, $3,967. And I'm doing that based upon your statement that you are moving March 1st. Now, are you moving March 1st?
Yes, I am.
Where are you moving
yes,
to?
I am. In the general same area.
You have a place?
I'm going to find a room to rent.
No, no. You don't have a place?
Not yet, no.
Well, I'm advising you that this judgment will be held until March 1st. If you are out of his residence by March 1st, you will get this judgment. If you do not vacate the premises by March 1st, I'll see you both back here again, and we're going to make a modification. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Very good. Thank you. That's all.